dominant Nina Samuels has been in recent times here in British wrestling. Take this for one. At one point last year, she held no fewer than 10 championship belts.
I tell you what, Nina, 10 belts.
Unreal. An unreal level of dominance that we've seen from Nina Samuels everywhere she goes. UPW no exception, as we said, over a year and a half as the champion, but could it all end here against that one woman who does seem to have her number, Leverkusen, who's pinned her before, is highly confident coming in here.
Oh, Leverkusen has to be thinking about his pin lightning strike twice, but I'll tell you, my impression of things now with just these injuries, we're not talking just a contrast of styles of the wrestling, what a contrast of styles with fashion. Leverkusen looking like something straight out of a 1980s music video, and Nina Samuels would proudly embrace being called a prima donna.
She's ever delightful, is Nina Samuels. The crowd are giving her the welcome they think she deserves.
Nina giving up that title, hoping she sees it again at the end of this match.
Yeah, that Samuels said if she were to lose this, she's never coming back.
Well,
and I don't think that's quite the reaction she was hoping for.
We might have 2 losers leave UPW matches tonight.
We're a long way from that, because it's going to take a hell of an effort to dislodge Nina Samuels as the champion.
That's certainly true. 18 months. Look, we've already seen Nina talking to some of these fans. You don't have to like it, but you've got to respect anybody who can hold a title for over a year. We're talking a year and a half now as the champ.
Well, she is ruthless. She'll do it by any means necessary. Well, Nina Samuels, Leverkusen with a little bit more of an ethical backbone, maybe. Whether that's to her advantage or not, I don't know. First of 3 championship matches this afternoon in Exeter. It's a collar and elbow tie-up as Samuels trying to force Leverkusen into the corner. Uses that leg strength to get her there. Referee looking for the clean break. And apart from the patronising ruffling of the hair, we got a clean break.
It was a clean break, but Nina still had to just get a little bit in there. And she's sort of, this is her feeling out reign.
Leverkusen trying to take the leg. Samuels got a stomp on the foot there. Leverkusen, just recovered from a year on the shelf with a knee injury. No signs of any remaining problems on that knee, but you can see there's a brace on the right knee.
I love how in just the first minute of this match, we've already seen Nina, maybe not breaking the rules, but certainly already bending them a little bit, crossing some ethical boundaries.
That's what she does. It's what she does every time she gets inside a wrestling ring, Nina Samuels. Different referee, different opponent. She sees how far she can bend those rules without breaking them.
The Machiavellian approach of Nina Samuels.
100%. And it is an absolute given that that's what you'll see from Samuels as a Leverkusen. A little bit of a receipt there with the slaps around the head of the champion.
I'd say it was well earned on Nina's part.
And Leverkusen, not one to be patronised. Snap there. Samuels straight back up, but Leverkusen's going to go behind rear waistlock here. Samuels to the ropes, holds on. As Leverkusen rolls back this time again, going for the leg, takes out Samuels. We've got a glancing blow there, I think, on the face of Samuels. Enough to send the champion to the outside.
And now look at Leverkusen holding on to the ropes. She's got to stay one step ahead of Nina in a match like this.
And in this kind of scenario, traditional singles match, obviously there is the champion's advantage. Samuels just using the hair there to hit the back of the head of Leverkusen against the top rope. Samuels just kind of snapped here. It's about to say the advantage for the champion is that she doesn't have to win this. She could lose by disqualification or count out. She'll still retain the title. Onus is on the challenger, as always, to make sure they win this by pinfall or submission.
And something tells me Nina's the type who would gladly accept a win like that.
As I said, by any means necessary if you're Nina Samuels.
The only letter she cares about is W.
Exactly right. And Samuels is now taking charge. That's what she likes to do psychologically as well. That ruffling of the hair we saw earlier, this constant breaking of the rules. Samuels wants to make it clear to her opponent that she is in charge. She is dictating what goes on from that opening bell onwards.
Now she's just torturing Leverkusen.
Yeah, and it's against the rules. The drop kick into the back. Leverkusen couldn't defend herself. She was caught up in the ropes. Samuels looking to retain, and Leverkusen at the moment still has plenty left in the tank.
She's kicking out, but I think long-term what will benefit Rain Leverkusen if she can turn Nina Samuels' pride and arrogance against her, somehow use that to an advantage. I think that's the secret weapon for someone like Rain Leverkusen.
And Samuels trying to lift Leverkusen. And Leverkusen, the suplex.
But now she's got to stay on top of her.
Leverkusen, drop toe hold into the middle turnbuckle, to face first into it did Leverkusen, and Samuels piling on the pain there with the knees to the back, goes for the pin again, and again the challenger kicks out. Talking about those championships that Leverkusen's won, she just last night in Bristol regained the Maiden of Chaos Championship at Pro Wrestling Chaos, among other places, and a champion over in Hustle Wrestling since she returned. Remember, this is all in a couple of months,
right,
after coming back from a full year on the shelf. So to hit the ground running like that when you're coming back from an injury is something that not many can do.
Well, it's certainly going to take a lot of tenacity on Leverkusen's part tonight. We already talked about the reign of Nina Samuels, but not just that, but the punishment that she's already endured in this match.
Well, Samuels will be fully aware of the accumulation of championship belts that Leverkusen is securing at the moment. She doesn't want anyone to challenge her preeminence as the top woman in British wrestling. I mean, that's maybe why she's trying to kind of patronize her, as if to say, look, you're not on my level.
Nina's certainly not flattered by that degree of imitation.
There's an elbow to the face from Leverkusen. Gets the boot up that time as Samuels tried to charge in. Leverkusen proving hard to get a hold of at the moment as a headbutt.
If that headbutt looked personal, something tells me at this point it probably was.
Well, you talked about their different attire, everything about these two completely different. Two very, very different human beings who just don't like each other.
She's looking to rock and roll Nina Samuels right now.
A little bit of extra venom behind every one of these moves from both women. Samuels pushed away to the ropes. Big spine buster from Leverkusen. Is it enough to gain her the championship? No.
And we talk about all the dirty tactics, but when push comes to shove, it still takes something like Nina Samuels being a kick out of a spine buster like that.
Leverkusen grabbing the legs here, likes to go for the Storm's End. That elevated Boston crab goes for the cover here to Samuels. Caught the inside cradle for a 2 count.
Nina tried to suck her in.
Leverkusen, great agility, matrix-like as she hits the cutter. Leverkusen trying again. She's knocking on the door here at the moment. But Samuels answering.
She's got the right idea, though, stand one step ahead of Nina. That's the only way she's going to win this thing.
The Storm's End attempted here again. Leverkusen trying to bury that knee into the back. She's got it pretty much cinched in. Samuels, you can see, is desperately trying to maneuver her body towards the bottom rope, and she gets there. And Samuels got a handful of hair as well while she's being asked to break the rope break there. The jaw breaker from Samuels. And Samuels is in a real fight here. She knows it.
Now she's got a moment to breathe, regain herself.
And charging in, that boot just smashing across the face of Leverkusen.
If she hits this, it's ball game. That's got to be it.
And Nina Garoshi, is it enough? Hook at the outside leg. Samuels with a big smile on her face, but the smile was premature.
I can't believe it.
Leverkusen kicking out once more.
Do you know how many women Nina Samuels has finished off with that offense?
Yeah, Samuels can't believe it either. Look at the look on her face.
Is Rain Leverkusen the kryptonite to Nina as the champion?
And Samuels is going to look for the Starstruck. That is the most dangerous weapon in her entire arsenal. Leverkusen countered into a pin, got a 2. Samuels tried again for the same move. Attempted a kick, gets on the second time of asking. Samuels down to her knees. Leverkusen taking a run up. Samuels again has the hair. Look at how many times. She's once more Gonna try and pick up Leverkusen after that pull of the hair. There is the starstruck, the knee right into the temple of Rein Leverkusen, who is completely unconscious as Samuels retains.
That's it. That's pretty crazy. We've talked about, you know, in matches seen targeting the arm, targeting the leg. Nina Samuels targeting the hair as much as any other body part. And it paid off once again.
We said it numerous times during the match. By any means necessary, if you're Nina Samuels, anything to gain that little extra advantage, a little tug of the hair, was all it took in the end to finally lift Rein Leverkusen up into the starstruck. And as a result, this reign of over a year and a half continues for Samuels.
I think Nina's planning on turning that 18 months into 36 months, 72 months. Her reign seems to have no end in sight.
And that is very bad news for most of the UPW fans who are not happy at the result of this one. Nina Samuels doesn't care. She is the star of the Nina Samuels show. Some main character energy on display tonight from Nina Samuels.
She seems to thrive off the fact that they don't like it. She loves it.